Welcome to all of my friends and bennies. Welcome to all of my friends and bennies. Welcome to all of my friends and bennies. I'm just saying show.
Welcome, everybody. And Tucker, no, he ain't supposed to be up here right now. Welcome to I'm Just Saying Live. I got rid of Anthony and Tucker's still there, but it's okay. Everybody, I want to welcome you to the show today. It is time for I'm Just Saying Live. We are super duper excited to be bringing today's show to you. We have had an amazing weekend like we always do, but you know I can't forget my fellas. So, Coach Tuck, pop on back up here. What's up, my boy?
What's going on?
Nothing much. Tell everybody where they can follow you on social media.
You can find me at Tuck _ATL, all platforms.
We'll do it like that. Now, of course, I have my partner for life, Mr. Call Me Ed. Come on,
and the crowd goes wild. What's up, everybody?
Hey.
Okay.
Appreciate that round of applause.
You got to be more careful.
Hold on, I got you. Hey, hold on, I got
you. Ladies and gentlemen,
Thank you.
Now, everybody, you know we like to keep this show chock full of everything, okay? It always have a lot. It's going to be a lot going on today just as well. We've got our upcoming events. We've got sports. We got a little bit of news thrown in here. And I combined, because we have two really special guests that we're going to have on today, I combined our entertainment news and regular news segments. Okay, so we'll see how it goes. Y'all know we're gonna do our movie review because we got to tell you all the time about what's going on and what you need to be watching, because we know a lot of y'all sitting at home couch potato in for real. Okay, so while the tea's still brewing, we're gonna jump right into this thing. It is time for our weekend recap. Now, let's get to it. Tucker, something went off on my screen. Are we still there? Can you still see us, Tucker?
Yeah, I see you. I got you.
Right. We've got some stuff going on over here.
I got the recap up.
Good. Thank you very much. Now, this is the weekend recap, ladies and gentlemen. This is where we tell you about our weekend and, current events or things that have happened. So we have some stuff that we'd like to recap for you. Now, on Friday, was it Friday or Thursday? I can't remember, but when I got back from out of town, let me tell y'all, we had to stop by Good Food Kitchen, okay? Now, here are some pictures of the place. Now, these ain't professional pictures. This is just what I snapped with my phone. Y'all know I like the snippety snap. They had the jerk chicken was off the chain, and these oxtails were definitely off the chain. They had the rice and peas and everything. Now, they are new to the Willowbrook area, right over by the AMC. Definitely go and check them out.
Food
it was good. It was good.
Okay. Little things are like pampas, patas.
Oh, Lord.
What are they called?
Plantain. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, you like plantain?
Yeah. Not plantation. Plantain. They good. They real good.
Oh, man. You know what, Tucker? I want to go on and talk about the next thing before I pull this one up. Let's see. Let me make sure. Remove this real quick so I can see what's up next.
Y'all go check them out.
I want you to just kind of read off of this because y'all know that it is Mental Health Awareness Month. I saw this beautiful flyer, that always is very catchy for events when you have things that are coming up. So I need people to make sure that they remember that this is very, very serious issue. There are tons of people out there who have come forward and admitted that they have mental health issues. So if you will read that for me, I'm going to get our recap video from Unison up. Okay. Go. You can't see that?
Oh, Coach Tuck reading it? Oh, I'm reading it.
I thought you were. Either
Let me
one.
get my specs.
Yeah, I can't.
Mental health check-in, May 15, 6 p.m. to 9 p.m.
That's easy. May 15th, ladies and gentlemen. Now, this is going to be in a live event. So if you're worried about having to go out and do something and all this other kind of stuff, you don't have to do it because they're gonna do it on the live, okay? And I wanted you really to read that Chrisette Michelle is going to be a part of that event. So
Chrisette Michelle?
A singer, baby. Just take it down. Just this man right here. I'm just saying, he always killing me. You ask me that stuff after the fact or whenever. Don't do it on the shot.
She like Mary J. Blige?
Yeah.
Okay.
She does.
I like R&B.
Okay, well, good. Chrisette Michelle is definitely going to be there. And I don't know why our little video, I don't know why it's not where it's supposed to be. So I'm going to send it to myself again. Natalie's
I know a lot of people that send that too for mental health.
Do you?
Yeah, a lot of my partners.
All righty.
They won't admit it.
So now this weekend, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go ahead and pop that picture up. Not that one. Not that one. We're going to go back. We're going to pop this up right there. Now, I told y'all that we were going to take time out and we were going to go to Unison. Okay. A friend of mine throws this event every year. I've been waiting and waiting and waiting to be able to make it over to the event. And here we finally made it. Anthony was a little hesitant about going. Then he changed his mind, said he was really interested in going. So I have some pictures here from the event. Now, we've posted one of the snippets of the videos from some things that we learned at Unison. But before I jump all the way in, I'm going to let Anthony talk to you a little bit about his experience from the male point of view about this event.
Well, it's a yoga class where they teach you how to be, or they help you and teach you at the same time how to be in tune with your partner. So you and your partner, your spouse, your wife, your husband, however, you sitting there, you learning how to just do yoga together where you actually being, I guess you could say, intimate for us, relaxing, stretching, massaging each other. No words, you're not actually talking, but the instructor will tell you how, how to stretch the woman or how to stretch the man, how to massage their temple or rub their head, kiss the back of their neck or nap or, rub the palm of their feet.
He is into this rubbing, baby. He done said rub 1,000 times.
The cat like to get rubbed over here. So I had to make sure I was, doing my job and listening at the same time. Because at the same time, honestly, you learn a lot of new things about your partner, even though they like certain things, but it helps you come in tune with them. Like, oh, they really do like this. It's not like I like it. They pretty much love it. So, and it's, 1 and 1. She do you do her, and y'all enjoy it.
Okay, so listen, before we get into that part about the actual learning of it and different things of that nature, the reason why we were not talking is because they had some spoken word artists who were speaking from the male and the female point of view as we went through this class, as we did the stretches, as we touched each other. They told us what we should be thinking, about looking into each other's eyes and where we should be concentrating our energies. So I really, really love the work that went into this. I also love that Oasis Accents in where were we?
Frisco?
In Frisco, Texas, allowed us to come into their space. So there was beautiful art all over the place. So I was really, really excited about this. It went really well. Of course, the drinks was on deck. We had a little bit of food to go along with that thing, so we didn't get too tipsy before time. And then we had a small after party. But before all that happened,
we had to learn something else.
We had to learn some things because, couples don't know everything. It doesn't matter how long you've been together. You still don't know it all. Tucker, let's talk about relationships, period. How long do you think it takes to adjust, to someone new, if you will?
I would say about it takes about a good year or two to kind of,
at least. And sometimes you still ain't getting it. You know what I'm saying?
Still ain't getting it all, but you get the base levels of who they are. You kind of get the gist of kind of how you want to move forward with them. You know what I mean?
But that's what we don't want. We don't want just the basics of anything. I mean, I know we start.
No. I'm saying just from a relationship and understanding, like being like understanding your partner. Like, hey, I know, this person may not be perfect, but they have this, and this. And everything, these things I can probably work with, or you kind of have that negotiation period of kind of how you want to deal with them. You know what I'm saying? Especially after a couple of years, you kind of been through some things. You kind of know some different scenarios. You kind of see how that person reacts in different right. And so you kind of can then judge and be like, okay, going forward, this how
because y'all know we talk about relationships a lot here, but we're just gonna get into it because basically all I can do. There's really no good explanation for Miss Goody. Ask Goody. Everybody go follow her. She definitely done ran up. She Ask Goody. She definitely has run up my following because of her teaching skills. We want to say what's up to B. Jones and to David. Thank you so much for joining the party this morning. Now let's get into this video. I'm at.
Hello, how are you guys?
We are great. Thank you so much. Hello. It's always fun.
So y'all did yoga in the art gallery?
We did. Okay.
Let's go.
We had to trump your bougie zoo.
In the Dallas area.
Always on deck at these events, so we gotta get up there.
Just because somebody's next to you doesn't mean that it's going to interrupt you. You are now in tune with the person with you. You are going to speak life over your partner. You're going to pray over your partner. You are going to safely make your partner safe.
That's dope. I like to do that.
So one of the jokes around the room was, how do we get this black men for yoga? I'm just saying.
We can get to some squirt play. We can try to figure it out. Go to a hotel with it. Don't just work, then you're gonna
Not at the house.
clean it up. Yes, ma'am.
Can every female squirt?
We gonna get there. The answer is yes, but we gonna get there.
I'm gonna go home.
Also, these are great nipple toys. Any clit sucking toy makes a great nipple toy. Okay.
Now we're talking.
Most people think that
She back in the bag. She back in the bag.
The goodie bag.
I had to bring my dig. Okay, so the most people don't know how to use the toy this way, the rose this way. This right here on the penis is a frenulum. Okay, the frenulum.
Why is it a rainbow?
Of the clitoris on the penis.
But she decided to have.
This is the most sensitive part of the dick. What you want to do is just lick a little bit and then stick the rose right here. Hold the rose and just kind of wiggle it. Put it on the frenulum. Hold the rose and just kind of wiggle it. Hold it here.
Can't be teaching y'all how to cheat. That's cheating.
That's the owner of Oasis. First spoken word artist.
Your foot is out because you But also because when you cross your legs,
you make sure that you check this event out because we had a really good time. So
Yeah,
we're
that looks
talking
dope.
about bringing it to Houston. So if anybody is interested, make sure you put over there in the comments and we'll make sure that you get your invite, ladies and gentlemen. All righty.
He got his hand up.
Now, we're supposed to have on our special guest to talk about our next upcoming event that we have. However, I don't know. Let me see if I see is someone there connected? Tucker,
Yes, but I don't
All right.
see.
I know it says that their device is not connected. So we will keep on pushing past that. Unless they're there. Can you hear us?
Oh, hang on. Let's see.
This private chat.
Yeah, we're ready whenever you are.
Okay.
Tuck, when you get the opportunity, make sure you go to Unison Couples Yoga.
Dude, I gotta do that.
It was
That
really,
looks, yeah.
hey,
That,
art gallery, the spoken word, and just being there with your partner. Like I say, you learn a lot of things, and it was real good. It was a peace of mind and something that you need. You know, I needed it. I enjoyed it. You know,
We are talking about mental health month, and this is one of those things that definitely helps you get mentally in check with your partner, if you will, because I would have never imagined that I would have had this much fun. Okay, so it was a lot of fun.
and even on the massage, and you know, I was able to relax and let her massage on me, but no problem.
All right, so I don't know where our guest is, our first guest. We were supposed to be talking about Crossroads Genius Campers Inc. Okay, so a friend of mine, Dawn Brooks, just in time for Mother's Day, just in case you've been doing too much of that yoga with your partner and you made a baby and you need somebody to teach this baby every day. I know she's gonna be so mad that I said that, but it's okay. This I'm just saying live. Okay, Dawn Brooks has opened up Crossroads. I am so excited that she's going to have this new daycare center coming up. So we're going to make sure that you get all the information for that. And we just don't keep on pushing because we don't want the guys to run out of time when it comes time for their sports. Now, y'all know that Mother's Day is coming up. Now, I want to encourage each and every one of you ladies out there to take time and do a mommy and me photo shoot, okay? Anthony paid for us to go and do this shoot up in Dallas, which, you know, I'm always going to Dallas because I'm from Dallas. I love it there. And this has always been one of my favorite photos because my babies have on a shirt that say "Mommy Rocks" and
that's
"Mommy
awesome.
it out." So I'm gonna tell you, if you have not done this with your children, whether the father is there or not, it's not excluding him. It's just taking ownership for your responsibility as a mother and people saying thank you to you. So I wanted to share this photo with you guys because I absolutely love it. I got to be a little bit of myself, if you will, in this. What you grinning at me for?
She hot.
You know what?
She hot. What a wolf. Put the wolf picture on there.
Ain't nobody put no wolf.
Looking like a Pocahontas.
You look like the wolf. Okay.
She looking like a snack.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, before we get into our second guest, we got to let these guys get these sports out the way. So, gentlemen, take over. It's time for the sports update.
Breaking news. Golden State going down. They going down with the ship. I'm sorry.
I told everybody.
Hey, that dynasty is over with. They tried. Klay Thompson can't hit anything. Steph Curry's still doing his thing. But, hey, man, when your bench come in and start helping you out, your 6th, 7th, and 8th man, hey, what can you do? What can you do?
When every playoffs has its own story, right? And so what the Lakers have done to transform that, if you look at their roster at the beginning of the season and right now, like it's like night and day. They have very good role players, a couple guys that are on the like stars, but not like superstars.
Right.
And you got LeBron and AD. And so within that, it's like, okay, they have a chance to win it all, especially given how the playoffs are shaking out going this second round.
But you said the key thing, role playing.
Yep.
These not just the bench players, the players themselves, you know, they move around on the floor. They find themselves in a position that when, you know, they main 2 stars or main 3 stars in a position that the other 2 kick the ball out and they making these easy 10-foot shots, 3-point shots or whatever, they doing their job. So, and that's the same thing when we move right along to, hey, the Knicks. The Knicks in a bad situation because what? Miami just running through it. They just running through them. They passing the ball. They have a smaller lineup. And what can the Knicks do?
Not much.
I don't know.
Not much. Not much. A lot of guys, I mean, with the Knicks, I think their issue is they can't make shots at the rate that Miami's making shots, and then Jimmy Butler is all over the place. I mean, he's slapping.
Jimmy Butler is, can we say, awesome?
Man.
I mean, offense and defense. Now, you normally get a player that can do one of the two, but when you get a player that's good at both and shining, come on, man. How can you stop him?
You can't. You can't. And so it's going to be, I look at it, it might be a LA Miami final
situation again.
Yeah, it might be LA Miami without the bubble.
Without the bubble?
Without the bubble.
Okay, so y'all wanted to talk about basketball. What else we got? Anything?
That's it for me. I
If
just
not,
want.
I got something. I got something else because we did have our guests come on and join.
Okay.
I hate to interrupt y'all,
That's
but
fine.
I got to give my girl her time. So everybody, I want to welcome you. I know that a lot of you guys know her, so I'm going to add her to the stream right now. This is Miss Dawn Brooks. Okay, now she extra famous for making people famous here in Houston. She is the woman behind so many different things, so many different great people here in Houston, and it's time for her to shine. Now, we just talked about right here for Mother's Day. I said that if people had been doing too much, and they got a baby that need watching, look, or that they want to become a genius, that they need to check you out. So tell us a little bit about your upcoming event this weekend.
So good morning. My name is Dawn Brooks. So I recently started a new venture, daycare center, Crossroads Genius Campers. We will be actually having our grand opening this Saturday at the center. It's a free community event. We'll be giving back to families in need, free food. We'll have a festival, and we'll have a tour of the building, just a day at Crossroads Genius Campers, just to show people what we have and what we're about to do here in Acres Homes. In Acres Homes.
So that's really, really important, especially since it says Genius Campers in the name. Like, there are so many people who are looking for good and decent childcare right there near home, so I'm glad that you're providing that service in that area.
Thank you. Thank you so much. One significant thing about our daycare is not just a daycare. We're actually teaching students how to come in and touch a camera. So we'll have a visual, audio production, visual and performing arts. They can come here and do multiple things here in the skills of communications.
Teach them while they're young.
Yes.
Start them off. That's good.
Super exciting. That has been one of my passions for a long time now. It is really hard to do a lot of those things without any money. So I'm sure that she had to gear up a bunch of things. I'm sure she's had to talk to a lot of friends, family, and whatever to be able to get people to come in and teach those classes and things of that nature. But you're really great at making connections. So tell people kind of about that business side of it. And then, we'll let you get out of here once you tell us one more time about the event and how they can follow you. But let us know about making those connections and how important that is when it comes to businesses like this.
Well, first thing is first is just understanding what your passion is. Once you align with God and what He has, your purpose in life, everything will start to flow in the way that it's supposed to. No questions asked. And you got to be walking on that path first. Once you get on that path, the peaks and the valleys. Once you're in the valley, next to a valley is another mountain, and that's God's glory. So as long as you are in that valley, you definitely will come to your peaks in life. So my background is in communications, radio, television, film. I'm a proud graduate of the illustrious Texas Southern University, where my background is in radio, television, and film. I've been able to do what I'm called to do and what I'm trained to do in one facility, which is to speak life into children and mentor, and then along with the skills that I'm actually trained to do by degrees, written accolades, you see. And so that's what we'll be doing here.
Right there, y'all. I heard that. It was all over her.
Yeah.
It was right. It was there, right? I was like, oh my God, girl. Yes. Well, we definitely applaud you again. We are here for it. If you ever need us, we're here for you as well. Tell them again where they can follow you on social media and how they can get out to this event, where they need to come.
So the event will be at 6031 Victory Drive, Houston, Texas, 77088. You can follow me on Instagram at sunrise_Genesis for the flyers and more details, or the business page at crossroads_genius_campers. So there we go.
There it is. Ladies and gentlemen, you heard it right here on I'm Just Saying Live. We had Miss Dawn Brooks on. Thank you so much for popping in today. I know you got a lot going on and you're going to be busy with those campers. We're definitely going to pop over during the summertime, right?
Take care of them kids.
All right. Well, good luck. Thank you so much for coming on today.
Thank you so much. Y'all have a good one.
You too.
Bye-bye.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Take us home in the 4-4. Okay. I know a lot of kids need to be over there right now. Look.
I got a couple.
The ghetto. We'll go to the ghetto.
I'm gonna start inviting. I'm gonna tell everybody to have their kids come right on over. So I'm really glad that she had the opportunity to stop in today. Again, like I said, it's Mother's Day. I know that a lot of mothers struggle with sending their kids off to school, if you will, but you know, it is what it is. It's part of life, and finding the right school.
Finding the right school is always hard.
Hopefully, this proves to be a good service for each and every one of y'all that are over there in Acres Home. Definitely go out and support her.
Yes.
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, you know that we are going to be having on a very special guest just here in a little bit. And I cannot wait because I know everybody is interested in what LePet got to say. Okay. He's right. He's not actually from here in Houston. I think the music might have been produced here, but he's not actually from here. So we're going to talk all about it in just a little bit. Soon as I know that he is up and ready to roll, we will be ready to go with him. Okay. So now, you know, I always got a little bit of news and different things to talk about. So I'm going to try to squeeze as much as I can in. And I'm going to ask Tuck to keep an eye out for when our special guest enters the studio. Okay, good. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to add this to the stream. Let me find out. Children as young as 10 years old, ladies and gentlemen, were found working in Kentucky McDonald's. And you see, it does not say a Kentucky McDonald's. There were several of these locations. And yes, I put what the hell. Okay. 10 years old. Some of them were even working the fry grease in the back. Either somebody really needed some money, or y'all had, where are the workers? People, y'all gonna have to go back to work because now they're slaving the kids. This is unacceptable.
Tell them what time they were working.
Oh, and they were working the late night shift in the window. Okay. Did you hear that, Tucker? What you got to say about that?
1, 2
Can you imagine Zion frying fries right now? You know what I'm saying? Come on now.
All right, I guess it's ready whenever you are.
Okay. Can you imagine? Can you imagine your 10-year-old serving up fries and burgers?
That's crazy.
McDonald's.
So
they received a huge fine, but do we think that that's enough?
No.
Do we think this is going? Do we think that people have been getting away with this?
We don't know how long they actually been doing this.
Right.
They just
have they been getting away with this?
Somebody just blew the whistle recently, and like she stated, that was more than one. Probably, I think it was like 3 or 4 in total up there.
Yeah.
All right, we've got a comment from B. Jonas says, what parents letting their kids work that young, but also an established business? I'm mad at the established business. I'm mad at the parents, but I have a feeling that the parents were probably in there too. And the issue came in when they couldn't figure out how to pay these kids.
Because that baby gonna
taxes.
That baby wants their money.
Taxes.
It's legally you can't pay them.
Right.
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, Tucker, I'm looking and I'm okay. Without further ado, we have our very, very special guest who is here. What's up? LePet. Okay. Hit single right now. Going crazy. Rodeo. I'm so excited for you for that. Okay. Now, I ride for Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo, and we was jamming your music the whole ride. Okay.
This the rodeo guy?
Yeah.
He said, is this him? Yes.
This the rodeo guy?
This is
How y'all
him.
doing?
All right, good morning.
It's good, man. Nice to see you.
This morning.
We love that remix.
Hey, he like the he like the remix. Okay, this man right here, we definitely love it. We're glad that you were able to come on. I'm just saying live today, so we want to welcome you in that form. Next, we're just gonna jump right into it because we like to keep it real here on this show. Now he looks so young, right? You have been through a lot in the coming years building up to this. So how does it feel?
Oh, it's a dream come true for me, honestly.
Okay.
It's exciting. You know, everything I dreamed of is like right there in front of me. It's a journey though. Like a lot of stuff
Definitely.
that reality does smack that dream down sometimes.
Yeah.
So,
But
and I was talking about you looking young. How many years have you actually put into this business already?
25.
Because I want people to realize that this was not like a fly by night thing.
I started off in Houston in 2018 when I got released, and I've been running ever since. I ain't never.
I'm glad you brought up released. Here's the other thing. Y'all know I'm always telling you, it does not matter what your past story was. If people try to hold you to whatever that is, they are not for you. Move on. Okay, move on. So you had an incarceration at a very young age. That's hard to come back from because some people do not recover from that. So what made that mindset in you to, like you said, keep running?
So I got locked up at 16. They sentenced me to 8 years. And I just felt like I had enough time to think and plan out what I want to do. I was locked up in TDC. They come with a lot of quirks. They come with a lot of benefits like college and trades. And while I was in school, you know, I was learning like multiple trades. But the main thing that I was like, you know, these are plan Bs. But when I came home, I chose to not have a plan B. I chose to stick with my plan A. And, you know, it's been up ever since. We've been turned up and lit. You know what I mean?
So tell us a little bit about where you got your musical background from.
I started off in church. I'm originally from New Orleans, Louisiana.
I was gonna ask.
A lot
of like it.
So, a lot of that soul right there is implemented in my music. I grew up on a lot of Louisiana music.
Okay.
From whoever you can think of, from Soulja to Wayne. You know what I mean?
Yes.
I moved to Houston now. I grew up in Acres Home, Texas. I heard y'all shot the fofo. You know what I mean?
Yes, we all on the fofo today. Okay. I used to be there so much people thought I was from there too.
So they actually claimed me. So I be repping the fo. And I used to chop and screw music, and it's been love with it also ever since. And what I call my music is a gumbo pot. I mix a lot of different cultural music in one, and I call it my own. It's my own mixture, my own ingredient.
We normally listen to Western and Zydeco out on a trail ride, and you know this fell right in line. That was my first time hearing rodeo, and you know we've been jamming it ever since. We played it at our charity event. You know everybody really loves the song. When it blew. And how did you feel like your reaction from those Houston people that you had known? Because, you know, I know a lot of people talk about the Houston market and how catty it can be toward people who are from other places. Did you feel any of that pushback?
Nah.
Everybody accepted you immediately when it.
A lot of people thought I was from Houston originally. Like, you know, I've been putting on home so much. They was like, yeah, LaFat, he from Make Us Home, until they start saying interviews like, so you was born in New Orleans.
Right.
Then it was kind of fresh, but they didn't be like, oh man, he ain't from the hometown. They was like, we don't care, we claim you too. You know what I mean? So it used to show me so much love, so much support, and
that's what's up.
For real, they was behind me like big time, like since the beginning.
Look at y'all, Houston. Look at y'all. Come on, Houston.
I'm just saying.
Listen, okay, so if you had to give yourself a creative critique or a criticism, what would be something that you could work harder on?
My shyness, my nerves.
Okay.
Before I perform, I get sweaty palms. I get the nervous little jitter. I'm like, dang, talking to myself. I talk myself out of heaven. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, that's the only thing. Just, you know, still trying to tell myself like, dude, you made it. Like, go have fun up there. I still be critiquing myself before I get on stage. You know what I mean? Is my outfit fire? They gonna joke? You know what I'm saying? All type of stuff. I just be crazy.
Completely understand that. A lot of people think that just because you're in a set where you talk a lot, or you got to put on music, that you like being in front of people. Sometimes it's definitely an adjustment. What were you about to say, Tucker?
No, I mean, sometimes it like you said, is like that because going in front of, that's how you're human. You still have that emotion and you still feel like present in the moment. So stay in the moment, man. You're doing your thing, and I think that and sorry, this is the coach in me. Just all you got, man. You have the amazing talent. I love you sound unique. You don't sound like anybody else, and I like that. I like to hear good music, and keep doing your thing as far as that goes, and as far as the performance, always just stay in the moment, man. Appreciate it, and you have the right mindset because it's always a continuous improvement, and it's okay to critique yourself. Just don't don't be hard on yourself to your detriment.
And I think that's what it be more, that I talk myself down sometimes. Like they be like, man, like even in videos, they be like, you had the energy last shot. What happened this shot? I'd be like, man, I started thinking about some stuff way back at home. You know what I mean? Like I it's just staying out my head, and like you say, like living in that moment. I got a problem because I'm either thinking too far ahead, or I'm still trying to drag. You know what I mean? But
what's your sign? Since you say that, what's your sign?
Capricorn.
Oh my God!
Capricorn.
Okay,
I figured
that answers a lot.
Hold on. Okay, Capricorn, what's your birthday?
December 30th.
December 30th. Okay, mine January 5th.
Eve's Eve. You feel me?
Yeah, I'm Capricorn. See, I knew why. There's a reason I like it. See,
we know a Capricorn that thinks a lot and overthinks. So I understand exactly where you're coming from.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
exactly.
Now that we've got that out the way, this is I'm just saying live. We don't know if you're single or not, but everybody, he's a Capricorn. No? So listen, how do you remain? Because this is one of the things that I heard about you, that you're a genuine spirit, if you will, that you always are kind of giving the same vibe when you're around people. How do you remain that way with this newfound success, if you will, that we hope lasts for many, many years? So you better still be grinding and working like it didn't never happen. But tell me about how you remain genuine with all these people that are coming up and, keeping true to yourself.
It happened for me kind of early. The artists who get in and then everybody gone. You know what I mean? It happened kind of early. Like soon as it popped, a lot of people start falling off. So I had to let myself know, like, well, what am I doing different? And I realized I wasn't doing anything different, but, performing, flying out, doing the things that artists do. So it was more so on like just staying humble, staying true to you, because everybody started changing when it happened. You know what I mean? Like, even though I was excited, I just have a bigger vision. Like, the money wasn't just it for me. Like, the deal wasn't just it for me. Like, I'm trying to get a Grammy. I'm trying to bring my mama a Grammy. You feel me?
Yes. A lifestyle change. Like, you want to make a complete lifestyle change. I freaking get it.
So I tell everybody around me, like, Mary, this is the beginning. Like, we didn't even get to sold out shows and going across the world. Like, you know what I mean? Like, a lot of people just, it didn't happen for them, so it was already happening for them. You know what I mean? And me, it's just kind of like this humble soul, this personality, my music. That's what got everybody to love me in the beginning. If I start changing that, then I'm like, you switching up. Hey, you know what I mean? I feel like I have longevity if I'm the same person every day. Same way as in a relationship, in a friendship. If I'm the same person every day, then you can't never say I switched up, because this is who I've always been. You know what I mean? So I just try to keep and maintain balance. I know it's going to be a time where they're like Pat back in Hollywood, but I know it's going to be times when people going to start getting on my nerves.
It's coming. If people have not already said it, it's definitely coming. But we're not going to worry about that. That ain't none of the hateration. We definitely love the music. If y'all have not heard Rodeo, y'all know we like little listening parties. So in a minute, we're going to play the song. We're going to play the video for y'all. So y'all what we're talking about. But we're glad that you're remaining a genuine spirit. When you do get out there traveling or whatever, if you need somebody to come through, I'm definitely I travel. I got a passport.
See? And that's even more like I encounter all of the same genuine people. Like, so all my interviews be like lit. So they're like, you like doing interviews more than you like performing? I'd be like, yeah, because y'all coming to have a conversation. I wish I could have a conversation with the crowd for like 30 minutes before I perform, because they'd be like, okay, I know him. Then they hear my
you might need to figure a way to put that
Right.
in there. That would kind of be live.
And the crowd will love it. The
Be
people
proud of
love
your
it.
show. Yeah.
right.
That would be really cool. Something different for the people. I was about to ask a question. Y'all done made me forget. God dog.
That
I
brain
can't
fog.
remember what it was. It hurried up and did it to me. It's just trying to embarrass me right now because I never do this. But it's okay. We're gonna get into the music, ladies and gentlemen, and hopefully my question will come back to me when we come right back. If you have questions, definitely pop them over. Remember, we are up live right now on YouTube. We're on Facebook, and you can always go back and watch at your leisure. This is LaPet and Rodeo.
All right, here we go.
Yeah. I wanna fuck you right now. Reverse that car, girl, I'm fucking right now. Climb on the standard rail, hope you can handle it. Beat that cat up when it's down, put it down. Let's make a movie, girl, I do the shooting. Camera in my left, put your hand in my right. Water keep dripping while I let this pipe. Sex is a drug, well, let's enjoy this high. No time to make love it. Keep screaming you want it. Girl, you looking lovely. When you ride this pony, we can do this till the morning. So please come and ride me. Love it when I'm deep inside you. You going crazy, yeah. Kissing wherever you want me. I go bananas when I'm in that monkey. Lately been feeling like a junkie. Pum, beat it up like a drummer. You know that I'm nasty, you know that I want it. Struck out too zone, but I'm on it. You screaming my name and say, Daddy, I'm coming. I'm coming too. I put mine in your stomach, so baby, let's go. I wanna feel your body on top of mine. Right now, we ain't gon' waste no time, baby. Like a Harley, we ain't got your back to you. Like a rodeo, baby. I wanna feel your body on top of mine. Right now, we ain't gon' waste no time, baby. Like a Harley, we ain't got your back to your friends away you ride. Like a rodeo, baby. Let me kiss it, baby. Tell me when you really miss me, baby. Sex is a sport and you can picture, baby. Gotta take my time when I'm in it, baby. Foreplay only if you with it, baby. Sick of doing this since y'all kissing, baby. My sex drive it all time, high beat it up, but I promise I won't kill it, baby. Girl, just tell me how you want it. I got good stamina, mommy. You like to scratch on my back, but tonight you on top of this pony. Breathing hard, you got me sweating. I'm trying to eat you for breakfast, eat you for lunch and dinner if you let me. I'm trying to give you what you really miss, yeah. I wanna feel your body on top of mine. Right now, we ain't gon' waste no time, baby. Like a Harley, we ain't got your back to your friends. Like a rodeo, baby. I wanna feel your body on top of mine. Right now, we ain't gon' waste no time, baby. Like a Harley, we ain't got your back to your friends away you ride. Like a rodeo, baby.
Hey, if y'all hadn't heard it before, y'all done heard it now. You're doing your thing, boy. We absolutely love it. Look, it took a mouth all open.
Look, that's not even.
That's how you repay somebody. Like, that's how you do it. Like, if you're gonna do it, that's how you do it.
But that's not even it. That's not even no official video. The official video
don't come out yet. That ain't the real one.
That's a performance video. That's just me just having fun. Like the video though. Oh man, y'all gonna love it.
Oh, we cannot wait to see it.
Wait,
We've
man.
been talking about we've been at classes this weekend learning how to ride it and everything. So we're definitely ready. The rodeo people are ready. I hear that you're gonna be doing some rodeo themed events. I'm a cowgirl myself. I'll come through on the horse. Whatever I need to do.
Crazy that y'all said that, because when I mentioned it, somebody was on my live and it was like, You going to bombshells? You bring a rodeo to bombshells? You know you can bring horses to bombshells? I'm like, what? You can bring horses to bombshells. Like it wasn't nothing but an Acres Home person telling me that.
You already during the trail ride, we actually Prairie View stopped at bombshells.
Yeah,
and so that's why they're saying that because we was all at bombshells and they're all the Acres Home riders ride with our crew. So
okay. I got to tap in then.
That part. So might have to do a little something. Okay, had the ladies come out. So, ladies and gentlemen, that was rodeo. I hope that you enjoyed it. Do you have any upcoming events that you want to talk about?
If they follow me on Instagram at _LAHPAT, I post all my tour dates, all my shows. It'd be hard to keep up with it. Okay. You know what I mean?
And I remember what I wanted to ask you. Who is it? Somebody, since you're saying we're at the crust of this, very beginning of this, because you have so much further to go. Who is somebody that you would really, really like to work with
in the city?
Put it out there, we're gonna call it right now. It ain't got to be city or beyond.
Oh, Chris Brown.
Oh,
yeah, that'd be dope.
But you must can dance.
He's gonna do all the dancing.
Yeah, let him do that.
As far as the track, I think it's gonna be dope. Hey, look, if I got a song with Breezy, I'll do some dances. I'll do some dances.
You gonna learn how to sweat.
But he could be my choreographer too at the same time. We finna learn. Like Breezy, I got 2 left feet. I can turn this right back if you can. You know what I mean?
That'll be dope.
There you go.
Thanks.
Okay, so listen, everybody. Remember that you can beat all the odds, period. What's going on with your situation right now? LePat is here to prove that. He has a viral let's say song. Are we gonna say song? We're calling it album.
We're number 1 on the Billboard right now. Like we going crazy.
It's going super stupid. Definitely get behind it. Definitely support it. If you hear about the event coming up, share it with everybody. Let us all know so the city can turn up. Fofo, I know y'all with them. Y'all riding. Look,
already.
We know you out here because not only from Hurricane Katrina, but a lot of people have migrated this way since then. And all the surrounding areas. He definitely wants your love and support. He out here doing his thing. He's remaining genuine. We here with you. Okay, we here with you. We got your back.
And I'm rocking with y'all too. Like the energy is amazing. I love it. So
thank you so much. Guys, do y'all have any more questions before I let this man get out of here? Because I know he's super busy. He been on this media run. I was kind of starting to get jealous. I was like, wait a minute, let me get mine on, Before everybody posts up, you know what I'm saying? He been everywhere.
I'll be down with the media for sure.
I'm gonna say I'm proud of you. Continue to do an excellent job what you've been doing, and I love the fact that you said you only had a plan A, not a plan B. That means you had your mind set.
I had my mind made up,
allowing anything to stop you from what you wanted to achieve.
Facts.
Hey, keep it up, brother. Doing great.
Yes, brother. I just wanted to ask you one quick thing. When the album dropping?
I don't got a date, but hey, I'm working on it, and I promise, man, just
that's like people saying, when you get married?
But we is getting married. I just don't know when yet.
Right, that part. Now you talking about a whole lot of sexy stuff too.
It's gonna be a gumbo pot for it. It's gonna be a mixture of everything I want to express. It's gonna be everything I want to show my fans and my friends who I am musically. You know what I mean? I love rodeo, but I'm so much more than rodeo, and I want to give that. I want to show that I'm rodeo and more. And
Louisiana bounce.
I'm trying to rodeo. Figure out who inspired this rodeo song, because this skin on top of mine and these lyrics. Where was your kid at during this?
I'm a little guy. Like,
okay.
I love to write. I love to write, and I was on my last little time down on my way home. I had made parole. I was playing chess with a friend of mine that was locked up with me, and he used to beat me bad. And he can rap. And he used to freestyle about beating me bad. And we started, have musical debates. Mm-hmm. And, it was like, man, y'all new music be fire, but the old school music with this nice to be like, I can take that old school music and flip it to some new school music. And he used to change me to do so. He used to change me to do so. And I started writing it. I ain't finished it, but when I came home, I'm humming it on live, and people like, you need to make that a song. And I'm like, you know what? Maybe I do. Okay. I ain't never think about it that much, but maybe I do. I had already put out other songs, but I actually put it out just wanting to be heard, and hey, they heard me loud and clear.
That's how
Loud and
you
clear.
remake a song.
We hear you. We hear you, young girl.
Well, thank you very much for joining. I'm Just Saying Live today. We had a wonderful time with you. I hope that our guests did too. I'm glad that we were able to introduce LePat to you. If you have not heard his music, there are some other songs that are out as well that I kind of like too, that I played on the thing. But definitely check out Rodeo. Check out this new video when it comes out, and don't forget those events. Thank you so much for coming in today.
Thank y'all for having me. For sure.
Well, I hope that y'all enjoyed that because we doing our thing. This is I'm Just Saying Live. I'm Tennille, your host.
Man, that song and this weather gonna get somebody in trouble. I'm just saying.
Oh my God. I'm done. This man. I got nasty in club. What? Oh my God. All of y'all.
Why did you put that up? Why? Okay, David, no mind.
Because this is I'm Just Saying Live.
Hey, all of it goes together.
He always
Oh
says something. He's always saying something. His power. Oh, got you. We're good.
He was talking about when I played the song.
Man, I'm gonna tell you right now. Everything went wonderful. It was great. I loved it. I'm glad that y'all liked the song. It was dope. And we're not gonna pay attention to none of these nasty old men on this show. Okay, we're gonna keep moving right along because y'all know I got something else to add to the stream because we gotta keep doing our entertainment news. Okay. Now I decided to post this because I saw it on NWE. And I love following this because it tells us about all the things going on that are special in Africa. I know it looks a little weird. You're seeing some prosthetics there, prosthesis. John Amanum, I believe that's how you pronounce that. Tucker may be better at that than me. It says Nigerian sculptor created dark skin prosthetics for Black amputees. I thought that this was absolutely wonderful because a lot of times we do have to go without things that match our skin tone or whatever else. I remember when they used to have, the spot remove cover cream and all this. It was only in, the matte colors, if you will. We're going to call them matte colors today. And you either had to use that and try to dab it with some makeup on top of it or whatever. But this has been a thing. And I'm really, really glad that he did this for the culture.
How long has he been doing it?
Have no idea. I didn't
know, but that's dope.
That deep, but y'all are welcome to go and do that on your own.
A lot of different colors.
Now, y'all know I had to bring up your girl, Missy Elliott, ladies and gentlemen. I know you cannot not recognize her because she is such a huge star. She has been inducted or will be inducted soon into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Now, she is the first female rapper to be inducted to the Hall of Fame. And she's going in with Willie Nelson and some other really, really big names. So I thought that this was great on Missy's part. So super duper fly. Okay. Yeah. So we've talked about the mental health check. We've talked about unison. We talked a little sports. Now, another thing that I wanted to bring up, while we're here with Missy and we're talking about, who was it? It was Kate Bush and Sheryl Crow will also be going in this class. So this was not no BS. Okay. You know how they like to take away your things, your accolades, and say, oh, well, they couldn't find nobody else type situation and all this. But Missy is definitely one of those people that I feel like yes, who definitely deserve this.
I can stand it.
Now, this is entertainment news and sports wrapped all in one. Y'all know this, my girl. Sha'Carri, it says, y'all, Sha'Carri Richards just ran a world record of 1076 at the Doha meet, and it's the record 1076, fastest time there. She killed it. I had to put this out there so she knows, sis, we're still here with you. We are still here with you. We're still supporting you. Keep doing your thing. Don't let yourself get in the way.
So Dallas in the house.
You know what?
I'm gonna just be quiet.
It is time for our affirmation. Okay. Now, temporary people teach us permanent lessons.
Okay.
Temporary people teach us permanent lessons.
That is so true.
Tuck, we're gonna let you go first.
That's why they're there for a season.
That's true. I mean, you learn, you learn from people that has, everybody has their season in your life. And, some of those seasons may be longer than others, but you always learn you always live and learn from anybody that you have in your life. And there's lessons learned, and how long you keep them there is based on how fast it is to learn those lessons.
Now, y'all know that we are always trying to provide you edutainment. That's our thing. We want to educate you on the business of things. We want to educate you on the business of life. And one of these things, as B. Jones has put here, that permanent people who are staples in your life will also teach you those very lessons, whether it be your mother, whether it be your father. We can put this on everything, whether it be your husband. Those people who are considered to be permanent staples in your life, sometimes you have to let go. I'm not saying not to love them. I'm not saying not to deal with them, this, that, and the other, but deal with them at what suits your lifestyle, because you do not want it to become an issue in your life to where you can't get around it, where it's constantly holding you back from things. So when it comes to this quote, I definitely feel like people are there for a season. Ladies and gentlemen, I know y'all see people change around me all the time. It is what it is. Because I can't deal with it.
How many seasons we have in a year?
I lived my entire life feeling like, in your mind, like you just wish you could get away. When you get grown, you can definitely get away. You can walk away. You can let people walk away. You can choose not to communicate with those folks.
She'll throw them in the trash in a minute.
Don't say I'm throwing them in the trash.
That's what it is.
That's not it.
It's not ugly. It's
I'm just walking away. I'm letting them do them.
Man, let them do them. Yeah, do your thing.
I just letting them do them. Don't make it like I'm doing something negative. I'm not. I'm doing something positive for me.
I'm gonna throw them in.
How do you feel about it? You can say how you feel. But
I'm gonna throw them in the trash.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm just saying. No, yeah, seriously. They are there temporarily for a reason, season, and you can learn from anybody and everybody. But sometimes they can teach you some things that you really didn't want to know or didn't know about yourself or relationships. But at the same time, you outgrow them, or you move past them, or maybe they hurt you or whatever. But you learn from them, and like I say, they are there temporarily. That's why God put them there, so you can learn not to make that same mistake and not to deal with those type of people, and just go on. I'm not gonna say throw them in the trash.
What you say? Go on then.
Get on.
So today's affirmation, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to ponder on it and think about it, and please post your comments so that we can check them out later. Temporary people teach us permanent lessons, but don't let that make a permanent stain on your life. That's our JS Live. Now it's time for our movie scoop.
Man,
Tucker, have you seen Dungeons and Dragons?
Nah.
Did you used to play the game?
Nah.
No. Did you? Yeah, he probably
the cartoon.
He's my age. Did you watch the cartoon, Tucker? Oh my God!
Dungeons and
Dragons. He is not an 80s baby. He is not an 80s
I'm
baby.
an 80s baby. I just didn't do. We didn't do Dungeons and Dragons.
Let me tell you right now, I absolutely loved Dungeons and Dragons as a kid. This movie right here, though, y'all know normally I try to keep it positive and I try to tell y'all what's what, okay? This movie was so dry. wait, I had to, before I even go on.
I was about to put it up too.
You didn't miss nothing.
This is definitely, I'm just saying.
The cover alone, it tells me all I need to know about it.
But it has some big actors in this movie.
That says nothing about.
It had some big actors in this movie. So we went on and tested it out. We tried it, ladies and gentlemen. And we are here to tell you that if you have something else to do, do that. Now, I do have a son that likes to read anime books. Look, let me take the picture down while I talk about my baby, who likes to read anime books. I mean, the thick ones, okay? Now, if you got that kind of child who goes from cover to cover still reading books, and you're not forcing them, this is for them. This is for that child right there. Watch it with them. Y'all have a wonderful time with it. He was watching it all the way through the dragons, through the he really enjoyed.
Thought it was well, I'm sorry, not he thought. He said it was okay.
He said it was good.
Oh, good.
He liked it. He really liked it.
Okay.
And so if you have that type of child, then good. But did it keep our attention? No, I kept wanting to walk away, but I was hoping it was going to get better. And it did get a little bit better toward the end, but it's going to take you a minute to get there. So, ladies and gentlemen, Dungeons and Dragons, we don't know what you're going to do, but it was just all right to us. No, we're going to wait on the Pope for next week. We're going to say that one. Now, if you have not seen the Pope Exorcism, go watch it before next week because we're going to give all the spoilers.
I actually seen it. I seen the preview.
Oh, you did?
I seen the previews. I want to watch it. Yes, I actually want to watch that one. So that's yeah.
This girl said, "What made y'all click on that?" I told you what made me click on it. I love Dungeons. Wait a minute. I love Dungeons and Dragons as a kid. I watched the cartoon every Saturday.
I played the game at the arcade.
Played the video game. We did all those things. So that was what made me click on it.
We thought it was gonna be just like the video game of the cartoon.
I was playing Street Fighter.
You know what?
This was technically before Street Fighter. Dungeons and Dragons was before Street Fighter. And you had the 4 different players on the big game. You had the wizard, you had the little dwarf, and the...
He's telling you all the pieces.
Okay.
Don't tell me the whole movie. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you decide to go and see it, let us know what you thought about it. Dungeons and Dragons was our movie review. And it just, for us, it was blah.
Blah, blah.
It didn't meet the nostalgia limit. It didn't meet the.
It did not. They did not bring it home enough for me. Okay.
Read the book.
They do have books as well.
You can play with it in your mind, and you'll have a better vision.
Now, do we have time for a little bit of discussion before we do touchy subject? Are we ready to jump right on in? I know that people are working and have things to do. It's 11 o'clock.
Whatever you say, boss lady.
What you feel like, Tuck? Do we have time to discuss the video or not?
Let's go ahead and discuss it.
Yeah,
before we get in, let's go ahead.
Okay, so before we get into that, David says, damn, wind blowing hard out here. Oh, yeah. Somebody's fence just blew down. The bottom is definitely falling out here in Houston and surrounding areas, if you will. So just don't pay any attention to it. We're going to keep moving.
After transgender and transracial, we got transabled. Yeah, this one's really messed up. Physically healthy people who feel they should have been born disabled. A man in Great Britain cut off his arm because he felt like an amputee. A woman in North Carolina poured drain cleaner in her eyes because she felt blind. Transgender, transracial, transabled. Guess what's next? A grown man posting an ad on Craigslist wanting a nanny because he identifies as a baby. You can't make this stuff up. Ridiculous? Perhaps, but who's to say anymore if that's how he feels? If a man can be a woman because he feels like one, if a white person can be a black person because she feels like one, if a healthy person can mutilate herself because she feels disabled, if a grown man can be a baby because he feels infantile, where does this end? Can a child be an adult because she feels like a grown-up? Can a teenager buy alcohol because he identifies as over 21 years of age? Can a grown man attend kindergarten because he identifies as a 6-year-old girl? Can a child spend the day at doggy daycare instead of school because the child feels like a canine? If not, why not? If a kid can be transgender because he feels like a girl, who are we to tell a child he must attend school or obey his parents or refuse him a beer when he orders one? You can't have it both ways.
Listen, I know we have a lot going on and it probably cut off because of the storm outside, but I need you guys to chime in right now. Okay? I need y'all to chime in right now. I wanted to do this as touchy subject, but Anthony still wanted to do a regular touchy subject. This lady is so right. It's bad, but it's good.
First of all, it's not a lady.
It's sad. The one who was talking is a lady. She's a lady.
That's a woman, bro.
That's definitely a woman.
She look like a dude.
So anyway,
I mean,
either way, that's not what we're here for.
Okay.
What we're here for is to say, how far will this go? She's right. It's not going to stop as long as we keep allowing people to not be happy with themselves. I have said many a time, I don't care if you are transgender. I don't care if you're just what you consider regular gay, I guess, if you will. I I don't care if you want somebody to spank you and call you baby and put diapers on you. All of that is your preference. But a lot of those things resort back to what we're talking about, which is mental health issues and low self-esteem. If you have decided that who you are is not enough for people to like you, so you change it, that's low self-esteem. That's an esteem issue that has nothing to do with your sexuality. Now, if you attract more women or more men or more whatever because of how you carry yourself, that's one thing. But that has nothing to do with esteem issues. And that's what I feel like a lot of this has become. And people are just trying to find any way out of being themselves. What do y'all have to say about this?
It stems from the home first. Raising your child, exposing your child, allowing your child to be exposed to certain things. I know we can't protect them from everything, but for as the media, your associates or places you take them, those things a lot of times have a big impact or stain on a child's life, the environment that they're around. Now, when they're at school, we believe in that the school is going to protect them and keep them away from this. But if we start doing our job at home and the places we take them and things they see, be around, and even when we give our kids the opportunity to be video games, social media, we need to be able to see what they're looking at, who they're talking to, because all this seems very small to us as a parent, but you don't realize that these small things, like
there are so many more dangers out there, is my thing. We did not have access to as much as they have now.
Right.
I'll say this.
Everything.
I'll say this. We those same issues and problems we had growing up were there. What happens is the exposure and the eyes to be able to be aware and put energy, time, and effort toward those things. Like being in a worldwide connected world economy, you're able to be, like you said, like those things have always been there, but now they're able to just be right in your face at all times, and that's a big difference. And then, but my take is this: when we started to allow these things to be societal norms, that opened up the can of worms for all this to happen. And so it's important to understand it's important to understand the importance of having societal norms, of having standards as a society, of having a way to operate within roles and because those things not only keep society together and functioning, but also they help each person grow in areas that they would, because it continues to push you to be in the uncomfortable. And so you have to continue to grow.
Yeah. Miss Montre Malone is agreeing with Tucker and saying, agreed, we need to spend time in true conversation with our children. Stop allowing social media and TV to raise our children. Now, we are all in agreement with that. Now, David brought something up as well. I want to comment on that. He put, no, demonic. At this point, those are what we consider or like to call familiar spirits. I know people don't like to talk about that and they don't want you to get religious on them and stuff like this, but all of that definitely comes into play. So many people have walked away from the church, but the church, in a sense, kept everybody grounded because you felt like you had a set of rules. You had a set of rules that you had to abide by. When everybody stopped doing that and said, oh, well, you know, the Bible was of slavery and this, that, and the other, it created another one of those portals that Tucker was talking about. So here we are in a what you call a land of the lost type situation where there's no governing body and all of this. And this is what comes from all of that. How do we fix it? Do we start with the children? Do we start with the adults who are allowing them to see these things? Do we start with sensitization or whatever? What do you call it? What do you call it? What's the word?
Sensationalization.
Yeah. Where we start censoring things because you can't do that really, because then people feel like you told them what they could say.
Oh, they don't have freedom of speech.
Now you can't tell anybody no. You can't tell people no anymore. How do we get here and how do we fix it?
Well, we got here allowing that bullshit.
You're right, Miss Malone.
We got here allowing that bullshit. And how do we fix it? We get back to having standards as in our homes, in communities, and then that's going to spread through all the other facets of society.
And it's crazy right now that we will be discussing this. I'm glad that this was brought to my attention because, we are about to be right in the thick of yet another election. Things are coming up. People, you need to get out to these community events and see and meet these people and ask them questions that are really on your mind right up in their face. Up in their face.
I like to add to this part about election time. And what you just stated, Tuck, is that everything is right in your face. So during this election time, we need to sit back and do our homework. You have a cell phone. You have access to figure out everything it is about these people you're finna put in office. Do a background check. They do background checks on us for a job.
A lot of times I know that is censored as well. And so that's why I was saying get out there in person. And I'm going to say this, and if they're not in your community, but they're wanting you to vote for them and you don't see them or you haven't seen them post anything where they're going to be out in your community, they're not the one for you.
Well, okay, not to disagree with what you were stating about it's censored. It's not censored about who is backing them. It's like the lobbyists, the gun control, and everybody else. So who are backing these people. So if you don't want this person in office because they are backed by whatever group or whatever organization, then don't put these people in office. Because when they get in office, them people
they're gonna push them folks' agenda. Yeah.
Yes. They're gonna push whatever it was that they asked for, because I done donated $2 million to your campaign. So we need to check that, see who's backing them. And if they for you, that's who you vote for.
So we're here to open eyes. We're doing this edutainment thing and we ain't gonna stop. We're going to keep on bringing topics that make you have a hard-hitting discussion, not only with yourself, but your family, ladies and gentlemen. That's what we're here for. That's our premise of our damn show. Okay. A lot of this that's going on not only includes the church, the state, politicians, your own household, but I am a firm believer, and I say this all the time, get your stuff right. And then those that are immediately around you, your circle. Family, your circle. If we start working on the small pieces, stuff will start lining up, because the people that you've already put yourself around will be in line with what you want your children to know, what you want your children to see. So that way we can get back to the villages that are raising these kids, because you have to be very careful who you let your kids around and all of this stuff. So at this point, hopefully nobody in my circle got their 10-year-old out there fry cooking. But if they are, we're gonna be slinging snow cones this summer. I need y'all. The money will be going to a charitable organization near you. So you can come slang some snow cones with me if you just feel like putting them to work. It is what it is. No, I'm joking. And I know it's really not that funny that kids is out there working and getting slaved on right here in America. But I wanted to bring that to y'all's attention as well. We have
a lemonade stand coming.
We have some things that we need to fix. It is not a lemonade stand. Now, it will have lemon flavored ice there though. But we got it all coming. It's coming, ladies and gentlemen. So make sure y'all pay attention to that. Okay. Is there anything else we need to discuss before we get into this touchy subject?
Let's get touchy.
All the politicians suck. You're right. The politicians suck, but the way they got the system set up, we got to find some kind of way to either deal with them or we got
to buy our own.
Right? You got to buy your own. You got to get that money first. That's why we're going to be selling them. That's why we're going to be selling them. Kira said that's why we're going to be selling them snow cones. I'm sorry. Acknowledge it and call a thing, then deal. Help our children deal with whatever feelings and thoughts that they and help them that they have and help them to navigate this life. Nobody gets it 100% right, but help your children and create a safe space for them to feel comfortable to share and not just act. A safe space is real hard to come by nowadays. And if your kids don't feel like they can come and talk to you, who do they have to go to? The gunman at the school, because they at every school now. Somebody in there thinking up a plan on how to take your baby out. So they have to be able to come to you. You have to find and create that safe space.
Yeah, children should not be loved conditionally.
That's true. Okay. That's very true. That. And we know as Black people, that's real hard to do, not to do. But guess what? We better get back nasty, y'all. Sorry. Oh, I know it's hard transitioning there, y'all. It's real hard to transition there, but it's time for Tennille's touchy subjects. And y'all know we don't have that much time because we did take time and we talked about all of this. But now it's time for Tennille's touchy subject because Anthony said he could not let us go past without a real touchy subject today, even though our subject of what to do with the plight of America and everybody saying yes to everybody about everything is touchy to me. You know, I like to do them like that sometimes. But it's okay. So we are moving on to Tennille's touchy subjects. And let me know when you're ready. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready?
We ready. They ready. Let's go.
Let's get it.
Let me make sure. Let me get it up. Make sure I can see everything. Here we go. This is called exclusively unexclusive.
Exclusive, but unexclusive.
Oh, Lord. I know where this is going. Go ahead.
Exclusively unexclusive.
Okay.
Dear Tennille, my side piece found out that I have another side piece. I refused to answer any questions regarding my other relationship as he is married and somehow expected me to only be dating him. This relationship is fairly new and I don't know where I stand yet. He explained how he can take care of all my outside needs and that he is not a whore. I repeat, he is married. Does he have a leg to stand on, or is it simply just a request?
It's a request.
So you're saying somebody who's already in a situation can't be telling you what to do.
I mean,
look at Tucker's face.
They gonna
look
try.
at Tucker's face.
Oh,
all right, y'all, we about to get touchy.
As a man,
we have a woman writing in, ladies and gentlemen, who is dating someone who is married but wants her to be exclusive to him. He can ask for whatever he wants, but should he get it really should have been the question. But this person is just asking, is this a simple request or not? Oh, look, wait a minute. What Miss Malone here? What is this you got here?
Girl, bye.
Now, B. Jones, I wish a B would. You can't tell me nothing, but I get it. Okay, wait a minute. Okay, let me see. So Tucker, you over there, your eyes rolling, you're in your head.
I'm like, wow.
Spit it out.
Because it depends, man. It depends on a lot. But I say this: you dealing with a dude that's married. So that dude like risks a lot to mess with you, right? So he wants to keep that kind of, closed circle to a degree. You know what I'm saying?
I can definitely understand that. Now, David here says, is she married?
Married. That was my next question.
I was holding that, but since y'all went ahead and asked, she is also married.
Oh, yeah. See, you tripping there.
She already outside.
Yeah, she tripping.
If she's dating you, she's already outside. I think that just says we don't ask in my mind, we don't ask no questions about what else we got going on. We just saying we safe at this point. Because really, you already messing with somebody. They got somebody. You can't really get in that, I don't think.
Hold up.
That's too much going on.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Married.
Everybody hoeing.
Yeah.
And for to add another side
straight
piece?
on that.
Is that correct? Because I don't want to say she for the streets, but
She for the streets.
Oh
Clearly.
yeah, she for the streets, bro.
it's gonna come out eventually.
Oh yeah, she for the street. Just because she got a ring, that don't mean she ain't for the street. She definitely for the
So why
street.
she get married? So she got 3 guys?
She might be in love with her
Every
husband.
chick want to get married.
Maybe husband thing don't work or something. We don't know nothing about none of that. But she outside of her relationship. So in her mind, she's loyal to her husband as a woman. She is only loyal to him. And she ain't even loyal to him because she got these other people. She looking for something.
She definitely looking for something.
Well, boy just made a simple request. That's all. And
does he have a leg to stand on?
Yeah.
I think he does.
How? He's married. He don't have shit to stand on.
But
he shouldn't be outside either.
He shouldn't be outside. She shouldn't be outside. But if what I'm saying is, if the nature of their relationship,
what kind of arrangement do they have?
Right. That's what I'm getting to.
I think that they're trying to get there because she said this relationship is new and she doesn't know where she.
Okay, so they trying to form and put some parameter around it.
And so he's saying, "Nah, if you messing with me, you don't need to be messing with nobody else. I got you."
Yeah. So
it says, how does she know she the only one he messing with outside his wife? She doesn't know and she don't care. She's trying to keep it G.
Yeah, she just trying to. She
don't want him asking her no questions, so she not asking no questions.
It look like he might be feeling her a little bit more than she feeling him.
Oh, that there we go. That might, I just, in my mind, I don't understand how you can ask me to be loyal to you when I'm really supposed to be being loyal to somebody else.
Yeah.
Like, you understand what I'm saying? Like, I just don't, that whole piece of it, my mind can't even wrap around there. If I got a husband and I'm supposed to, even if I'm going through something at the moment and I decide to F with you or whatever, I'm really supposed to be being loyal to my husband. You get no loyalties because I already got a husband and you okay with that? Because you came at me anyway. So I don't know. Again, so we for everybody. Yes, we for everybody.
David, chime in. We need some help.
He did. He was one asked, was she single or married?
Oh, okay.
Basically, nobody happy. People stay married to just have to save face, get a damn divorce, and move on.
Move the fuck on.
Move the hell on. So what about people? What about people? You're saying move the hell on, but what about people who use that as a safety net, still doing what they're doing, but they are able to say, oh, I can't be with you full term because I'm married. Some people use that as a safety net.
Well,
some people use that as a safety net. They're going to say, I'm still married. I'm married. I'm legally married to somebody else. That way they don't have to give you a full commitment. That's a safety net.
Oh, y'all all over the compass with this.
I can't. I mean, I ain't got nothing to say against that. That happens.
So
correct. I'm sure that he's upset. I'm sure that he's upset. He thought he was about to be her above all end all, or that she just wanted him.
Well, yeah, he looking for something too.
That ain't the case.
He looking for something too.
So let's see what else we have here. Because he's not talking about leave. She didn't say he was talking about leaving a woman. Self-esteem issues and scared of real change. There we go. B Jones. B Jones gonna put it out there for everybody every time. Can't walk away. Or maybe you can walk away and you just don't feel like either of these people are the one to walk away for. I'm gonna add that curveball in there every time.
The voices say what?
Yeah, this is a doozy though, because it's a lot of questions to ask.
Montre Malone said that they're gonna be divorced and still hoeing.
They're still hoeing.
Period. It sounds like we got a whole situation.
That's what they want to do.
Man, that's just what some people, ain't content. Some people might just like free range D. She might just want a new one every once in a while.
That's right. Yeah, that's why they call them chicken heads.
Oh my God.
Go pick over there. Go pick over there. Go pick over there.
Yeah, everybody got a little clip to
him. Yeah.
Let's see what B. Jones has to say. And then, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get out of here because I think everybody is, we're really not in consensus yet. We have not given our final whatever. The question is,
no.
You said he does not have a leg to stand on, period. What about you, Tucker?
I think if she wasn't married, he would have a leg to stand on
That's
to a
not the
degree.
case.
Yeah, but that ain't the case. So
And even if
it's
he
like
knows,
it's like, yeah, y'all just smashing, bro. Like, keep it
yeah.
moving.
David said, Anthony, you asked him for a comment. He said that's a deep one, Ant. But I can see it both ways.
But he don't have a leg to stand on. And we can understand you made a request, but first of all, you cheating, you stepping outside your marriage. Now you want this other lady to be loyal to you when you wasn't even loyal to your wife. How is she to know that you're gonna be loyal to her?
You got a good point.
Oh, those situations never work out.
It says free range D come with all the alphabets. Oh, you know what? Yeah, all the alphabets is probably what's going to happen in that situation. I hope that everybody is being safe. To you out there, we are saying that he does not have a leg to stand on. That is where we're going to go with this. From I'm Just Saying Live, he don't really have a leg to stand on, but at the same time, people would like to think that if you're already in a committed relationship, that you ain't just out there looking for free Fs.
Yeah.
People would like to think that, and maybe y'all's relationship can grow into a situation like that, but it should not be, because both of y'all are married. Y'all should be trying to work on them relationships at the therapist, because clearly you got some issues. Both of y'all have things that y'all need to work out.
You know what they say?
Yeah, you got things you need to work out. And if it does come into a situation where somebody is feeling like a leaving situation or whatever else, clearly there is something there with that woman that he's not willing to leave. Just like you're not willing to leave your husband, whether it's financial security, it could be anything. It could be anything. So there's that. He does not have a leg to stand on in regards to asking you that, but he made his request, and now it's up to you on whether or not you want.
We all grown. He requested. You can deny it and keep it moving. Like we,
yeah.
You know
And if he walks away, he just gone. She already got somebody else anyway.
Put that stamp on it. Request denied.
Request denied.
Basically.
I'm gonna tell you, if I was the side piece, I would not want the extra side piece knowing who I was. I do not need no problems and ugly looks in the club. There you go. Look, there you go. Like, no leg to stand on at all, says B. Jones. She also says, but there are a lot of busted marriages out there, and people think it'd be cool and continue not to change. And then boom, somebody sleeping with your wife or husband. Better be careful. Yep. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been another episode of I'm Just Saying Live. This was Tennille's Touchy Subjects. I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope that you enjoyed our show today. We want to thank our special guest, Miss Dawn Brooks. Go check her out in the 4-4. And we also want to thank LaPat for coming through with that rodeo. I wish I could.
It's a full show today.
Far over. It was a dope show today. I absolutely loved it. Yep. We will see you guys on next Tuesday at 10 a.m. Be there or be square. Remember, keep following us on our social media. We definitely running it up. We got plenty of things coming in store for you guys. Talk to you later.
Peace.